Now, Brett, you have been a water expert for many years, right? And when you hear that we don't have enough water, and you just mentioned that it seems like we have, how does that? What do you think of that?
Well, a great example, Pat Brown built the State Water Project, and there was the Bay Delta area that needed to be fixed. Jerry Brown tried it his first term, didn't work. Second term, 2016, 2017, the Metropolitan Water District, which is the largest water contractor, guaranteed the full construction cost of the twin tunnels. And Governor Brown was very active in that. He was calling Met directors. He was making a real push for this, making a real push in the state. We got it approved. Metropolitan went on record, we will pay this money. Wouldn't cost the state 1 red cent.
And how much water would it bring?
It would have on CFA. It would have brought probably 12 to 16,000 CFS, and it's a 23,000 intake, and the pumps down at the bottom can pump about 16. So you want to match the two. So it would have been perfect to move water through underneath the delta. Would have had a de minimis impact on the environment, and would have been, given us the ability to move water more efficiently through the delta. Right now, it has to go through the delta, and if you suck in 16 fish in a year, you have to shut down the pumps. This has been going on since 1982, and they actually knew they needed this in 1960. So this is not a new problem. It's just we don't lack the engineering or understanding what needs to be done. We lack the public policy will to get it done. And every time you get close, a new lawsuit's filed. And that litigation, I think, is going to be problematic moving forward, and it stymies everything in this state.
So people are coming and suing these projects and bringing pressure to politicians not to do them.
Right.
Because they think it will impact the environment.
Right. And they don't want to build infrastructure, so they decide we're going to start imposing restrictions on water usage throughout the state. And there's a war on swimming pools. There's a war on green grass. There's a war on using as much water as you think you need to. They will tell you, no, we only think you need to use this amount of water. And that's becoming a real problem in this state. So when it comes to the firefighting, you need to have robust facilities. You need to have a robust hydrant inspection program. At our district, we service all the hydrants every 9 months. And in the high fire areas, we go back right before the high fire time, make sure all the hydrants are working. So all the hydrants work. It's important to do that. That's being proactive. There's a lot of reactive policy in this state. And I will say, I was on the Met board for 11 years, and I feel...
Which is the water board for Southern California?
Which is Southern California, the major importer, provide water to 20 million people and own the Colorado River Aqueduct, and we sell anywhere from 1 to 2 million acre feet a year. So we provide water for roughly half the population.
Half of California.
Yeah. And there was a big contingency on the board that was opposed to more storage. They were opposed to fixing the delta. And you can't have that. We've got to focus on water. And having that abundance of water is what makes us a first world economy. If we're not a first world economy, we don't have the water and power, we no longer are a first world economy. And if you have consistent power outages, no water supply, that's not a first world economy, because people understand storage is pretty basic. It's like a giant savings account. And we passed a bond for roughly $2.7 billion just for storage. And the little section in there that said it had to be for environmental benefit.
What does that mean?
They have to be able to provide a benefit for the environment. Humans are no longer relevant. So how many fish will this save? Will this make sure the runs of these salmon are protected, what have you? And having to quantify that and take that away from the benefits to humans, I don't think 99.99% of the voters in this state knew that was a provision in there. And had they known, they'd be furious.